What's going on, everyone? Corey from Yoda Expedition here. We have our 5th Gen 4Runner behind me, and on this we have a Stage 1 lift kit from Icon. The front has adjustable coilovers, so we're going to be going over how to adjust those in this video. Our front end is sitting just a little bit lower than the rear, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust them to bring the front up. We're also going to be adding a front bumper and winch in the future, which adding that extra weight to the front is just going to bring it down even more. So by being able to adjust your front coilovers, you can adjust for that. Another good thing is the 4Runners, Tacomas, they usually have like a driver's side lean. So you can adjust one side a little bit more than the other to accommodate for that and make it sit nice and level. All right, so we got the 4Runner up in the air. I got the wheels and tires off. Before I did that, I went ahead and measured the front compared to the rear, and the front is sitting about an inch lower than the rear is. So according to Icon, when adjusting these 2.0 coilovers, every 2.5 turns is a quarter inch of lift. So we're gonna go ahead and start adjusting these and get them to be pretty level with the rear. All right, so when it comes to adjusting the coilovers, you're only gonna need an Allen wrench to loosen up this set screw here on the collar, which is locking it in place. And then we have a coil wrench from Icon. They have a couple different styles that you can grab to adjust your coilovers. So you're just gonna go ahead and loosen this up first. So like I said, the front is sitting about 1 inch lower than the rear. So if Icon's calculations are correct, I should turn this 10 times and that will get me the inch that I need to bring it up. I'm going to be using the set screw here as my start and stop point. So every time that comes around, I'm going to be counting. And then the threads that are exposed here on the top, you want to keep an eye on that. You don't want this section to exceed 2.13 inches. If for some reason you end up doing that, you could be putting the coilover in danger of getting damaged. So I'm going to go ahead and start turning this clockwise. Turning it clockwise is going to compress the spring, which is going to make it stiffer and lift the 4Runner. If I turn it counterclockwise, it's going to loosen the spring, making it softer and making it sit lower. So you want to go clockwise if you want to lift your vehicle. So there's plenty of spots on here to put in the coil wrench. So there's my set screw. That's 1, 9 more to go. It wouldn't hurt if you have dirt and stuff in the threads to clean that. It's obviously going to help make this easier. And I'm just going to throw a little bit of WD-40 in there. That definitely helped. So that's 3. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure this just to see where we're at and see how much more I can physically go before I'm putting the coilover in a bad spot. So like I said, we don't want to exceed 2.13 inches. So let's go ahead and see where we're at. Try to line that up as best as we can. So from up here to the top of this, we're right at 1.5 inches. So we still have a little bit of room. Go ahead and check it one more time. We're at 2 1/8. So we're pretty much right there when it comes to 2.13. I have a little bit of room yet. go ahead and just snug up this set screw so it can't go anywhere. Now we should be 1 inch higher than we were before. I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the driver's side. So I'm actually dumb and for some reason thought that these were the 2.0 coilovers. These are the 2.5. So actually to go 1/4 inch, it takes 3 rotations. So my calculations on the other side were not right. So we technically did not get 1 inch of lift. We got a little bit less. I'd have to redo the math. But yeah, for the 2.5 coilovers, you're gonna get 1/4 inch of lift with every 3 turns of this collar. All right, so we got it back down on the ground. I drove it back and forth a couple times to get the suspension moving, and we're actually sitting 1/2 inch higher in the front now than we are in the rear. So it lifted it more than I was thinking. We are gonna be putting a C4 front bumper on the front and a winch, so I might just leave it where it's at. But if I want to, I can just go ahead and quickly turn it back down 1/2 inch or so to get it level until we do that. But that's pretty much the gist of adjusting the Icon coilovers. Unfortunately, the spanner wrench does not come with the coilovers when you buy them. You have to buy it separately. It's like 35 bucks. You technically could use something else you have laying around in your garage. You don't really need it as long as it fits inside that those countersinks or counterbores inside that collar, and it's like not too loose that you're going to be like stripping them out. You could probably use something that you have at home. But that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys learned something when it comes to how to adjust your coilovers from Icon. If this video did help you out, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.